How to log a session in the Train Heroic app. So once you've got yourself signed up and you've joined the team, you'll be able to view and log your training sessions. So your calendar will look something like this, and if at the top of the screen on a particular date you've got a black dot, or I think you can even, you can look a little bit closer at the calendar and go through to different dates. The black dot denotes there's a training session planned for you on that particular day. If it's green, it means it's already been logged. You've already logged a session. So for this particular one here, I'm yet to log it, and you'll see at the top you'll have that blue start session button. So when you want to start it, you can press start. If the session isn't on the day that you're lifting on, that you're training on, you'll get asked whether you want to move the session to today. So that could be sessions from the past, or that have been planned for the past, or that are planned and published already in the future. If you want to just sort of log it for that day, so for example, if you're logging sessions that you've done in the past and you want to just write down what you've done, then keep it on that day. If you're doing a future session early, then I'd probably recommend you move it to today's date. In this instance, I'm going to press no thanks. So at the beginning of every single training session, you'll be asked this questionnaire. So it's our readiness survey. So all you do is just give it a score from 1 to 5. 1 is always bad, I feel bad. 5 is always I feel good. So you just give whatever you think. It'll automatically scroll through. This is entirely subjective, so it needs to be how you feel. I'm not looking for particular answers. Okay. Then at the start of each session, you'll be given some instructions. So what the aim of the session is, you literally just press the blue button and say, yeah, I've got that. For things such as warm-ups, it's planned as in inverted commas, a circuit. So on this instance, you've got an overview of what I'm asking you to do. If you want to view it a little bit closer and you're not quite sure what some of the exercises are, you can press the little description of the video there. You can see foam roll, thoracic spine. If you press that, that'll take you to a whole series of videos that I've added for that particular section. And as you saw there at the bottom, there's also written descriptions of everything I'm asking you to do. So once you've done that, you can literally just press mark as completed and move through. Same for this, that's just a warm-up. And then when you start to get into proper lifting exercises, again, you can look at the video for a bit of a description. That you can just play that directly from there. And there's if there's a description of how I want you to do that particular exercise, so it might be with reduced range of movement or so much rest between sets, that kind of thing, there'll be a description there for you. So the boxes here denote what I'm asking you to do. So here I'm asking you to do 4 sets of 6 at 82.5% of your predicted max. Now, because I've already entered data into here, it's given me a target weight of 70 kilograms. I don't necessarily need to do that. So as soon as I start on the session, I could change, let's say I only managed 5 that time and I worked at 65 kilos. I can change those, okay? When I've done it, you'll get a little green tick on the right-hand side. You just fill it in as you go, all right? You can fill it in while you're doing it, or you can just press the double tick on the top and it'll assume that everything's entered as you want it through. At the bottom here, you'll see what you've done in the past. And if you want to look at your exercise history, you can look there and you can see you have a much bigger view of what you've done before for that particular exercise. So let's move on. If it's an exercise where I'm not after a particular weight, I'm just after some reps, you can just tick that. This here is a superset, so you can see I've got the description of the superset at the top. And you just keep filling it in as normal. So work through the session. You've got written descriptions, you've got video descriptions, you've got predicted loads, predicted reps. And just work through until you get to the very end. Now then, if there's something like a circuit where rather than at the beginning where I'm just asking you to click that you've completed it, at the end, there may be something in there where I'm asking you to not log the weights for a particular exercise, but log the results of the circuit. or fitness drill or whatever it may be. So that could be a time, that could be the reps, it could be the number of sets that you've completed, it could be anything there. So what it's saying here is I'm trying to record the reps. So let's say I manage 105 reps in this particular circuit, and you're good to go there. At the end of the session, you'll always be asked to denote how hard it was out of 10, okay, and how long the duration lasted. When you start the app, a clock in the background will automatically start timing, so this should be relatively accurate unless you're retrospectively filling a session in, and you'll probably just skip through it. So give you some kind of idea of how long it took. So let's say that took 65 minutes, and then please add notes. So, this was hard, something like that. The more specific the notes are, the better I understand how it was for you and the better feedback I can give you. So I hope that helped. See you soon. Bye.